4 steps that you need to take when investing in Airbnb if you want to make money. That is the subject of this video. Step number 1 is location. We've all heard the saying location, location, location. Well, that applies to investing in vacation rentals. What I look for is high travel destinations. And within that, I look for destinations that cater to 2 types of travelers, business travelers and vacation travelers. Once you have that area or that destination, the specific area within that really doesn't matter, but the other important part of location is that when you pick your destination, make sure that the city, county, or even the state that you're in is a vacation rental friendly community. Regulations, we're seeing an increase in regulations against vacation rentals, and you do not want to invest in a neighborhood or an area that is not friendly to vacation renters. Now that we have the location, now we want to find the property. When I'm looking for a property, and every investor should be doing the same, you want to get a deal. You do not want to buy retail. Reason being, as I mentioned in the previous video that I put out, is we want to make sure that the property is going to be profitable either as a long-term rental or a short-term rental. So make sure that your numbers work. If you don't know how to analyze a property, I'm going to be throwing out another video on analyzing property. But for the purposes of this video, the numbers need to work. So that's number 1. Number 2, within finding the property, I like to buy properties that are smaller, 3 bedrooms or less. And this is, for me, extremely important. What I found out, that properties that have 4, 5, even 6 bedrooms tend to have larger groups staying at the property. With larger groups, you get more problems. You have more issues with the property, more maintenance, more people tend to throw parties. So if you stick to the 3 bedrooms or less, you're going to avoid a lot of headaches in the future. So that's the second thing in terms of property. Then once I have the property, I want to make sure that the property is unique. Try to pick a property that is part of the community. So for example, I like to buy old Key West style properties. They tend to be smaller. They tend to have that Florida feel. And vacations, when they come to Florida, they want to feel like they're in Florida. So I tend to buy that type of property. So get to know the neighborhood, get to know the history of the neighborhood, and look for a property that stands out, that's going to be unique. Once you have it, you want to create a unique space within it. I have a good team that goes in there into all my properties, and they create a theme behind the property. They decorate it, they put unique and cool looking artwork, decor, etc. So that's important. Lastly, because I get this question all the time, does it need to have a pool or not? Well, yes and no. Having a pool does attract more visitors, but having a pool also reduces your ROI, or your return on investment. There's more maintenance. You're going to get, majority of your complaints are going to be pool related because some people are going to tell you the water's too cold or the water's too hot, the water's dirty. So yes, you can attract more visitors, but I find that not having a pool is just as profitable with less headaches. And the key component to that is that the property itself, or Airbnb business in general, is review driven. Reviews are extremely important. So you want to minimize the potential to get a bad review. This is why I have a tendency to stay away from pools. But the backyard needs to be an area where you can create a nice outdoor environment. If you can do that, then you have the great property. The third point, or the third step, is creating the listing. Now, depends on where, it doesn't really matter which platform you're using, but the listing itself is extremely critical because it's the first impression that you're going to have with a potential guest. So be very concise, short to the point, and be unique. So, for example, on my headers, I tend to put emojis. I tend to highlight the most important components of it. Now, this is subject for another video as well, but learn and understand how important the title of your listing is. So that's one. You got to have this, the other thing important with it, which is going to help you create more eyes or more visitors, is high quality photos. I can't express how important having high quality photos is to a listing. Now, be very careful because you want high quality photos, but you want the photos to accurately represent the listing. The last thing you want to do is create a photo that is beautiful but doesn't accurately depict the property. So if you have a small bedroom, for example, and the photo makes the bedroom look larger, that's a problem because you're going to create an expectation to the guests that when they get there, it's not going to be met. So be very careful with that. But high quality photos are extremely important. The last component is management. Now, you can manage yourself, but I highly recommend you hire a professional. Reason being, as I stated before, Airbnb, the business of Airbnb is driven by reviews. You've got to have good reviews in order to have a profitable vacation rental. And a professional or professionally managed Airbnb done by a professional is going to help you get there. Those are the 4 points that you need when looking for and investing in a vacation rental. Hopefully this content was useful. If you have any questions or comments, please list them below. And please subscribe, like, and follow us on Instagram.